It's okay, Lindsay. I'm DC Dench, and this is my colleague, PC Warrington. Do you feel ready to talk to us yet?
I want to. But I can't, can I? I can't. How can I?
It's okay. Just take your time.
Time? That's just the problem, isn't it? There is no time. It's gone.
What's the last thing you remember happening?
Music. People. Lights. I can't remember.
Like I said, take your time.
But he's taken that, hasn't he?
What are you doing with that rubbish, Joe? It's the devil's propaganda.
What are you talking about? It's Modern Girl magazine.
Modern nothing. It's old-fashioned witchcraft.
It's just the horoscope, Ruth.
Like my grandmother used to say, don't go inviting the devil to dinner, no matter how long a fork you've got. Mind you, she was a typical Capricorn. What does it say for Virgo?
Keep your wits about you. Business affairs today could have serious consequences.
Better check my lottery numbers again.
Says I'm going to meet someone with romantic aspirations.
And they're not wrong.
I'm sorry?
If it's romance you're after, sweetheart, look no further. Paul Woodford has satisfied more women than a lorry load of Belgium chocolate.
Yes, well, I don't eat chocolate.
Don't know what you're missing then, do you?
Do you have an appointment?
Yes, come to get my dressing changed.
Oh, well, in that case, you should be seeing our practice nurse.
No skin off mine. Like I always say, if she's got a uniform, you're halfway home.
Come with me, Mr. Woodford.
As long as you're gentle with me. Your receptionist is a tasty little morsel.
I'm sure she'll be delighted to hear that.
Don't get me wrong, darling. I like your sort and all.
My sort.
Oh, it's all right. I'm not racist. I meant mature. Someone with a bit of meat on their bones.
Is that right?
What I call a big Sunday dinner of a woman.
You're full of sayings, aren't you? Why don't you drop your trousers and let's get this dressing changed.
It's what I'm here for.
Now, this may smart a little.
Yes, Mrs. Jones, we've got you down for tomorrow at 10 o'clock. OK, bye-bye.
Oh, not again.
Yeah, she says her ankle's giving a jip again. I think she's got a bit of a crush on you.
Well, it's the third time this week. What did you say? Look, see if you can bounce her over the head on me.
She's not going to like it.
Joe, sometimes you've got to be cruel to be kind. What the hell's that?
Mr. Woodford is having his dressing changed. Oh, hello, Enid. Jonathan.
Hello, love.
Bit of all right having a district nurse as a grandson, isn't it? But he takes care of you.
It's how it takes care of me. Isn't that right, Nan?
Oh, he takes some looking after this one. So watch your step.
Nan?
Mr. Woodford.
I take it you weren't very gentle then.
Tough love, Joe. It's the only way. Right. Who's next?
Right, well, your blood pressure's a little high, but it's nothing to worry about. Otherwise, you seem in very good shape.
Oh, that's a relief, I suppose. Just the insomnia. It's driving me mad.
The prescription's not helping.
Well, I'm tired during the day and I can't drop off at night. It helped to start with.
Yeah, well, you can build up a tolerance. And I see we do have you on a very low level. Have you had any changes in your life lately?
No, nothing I can think of.
No emotional upsets, nothing preying on your mind?
No, just tired.
So, when you go to bed, do you fall asleep straight away and then wake up and so on through the night?
No, I can't fall asleep. Maybe a couple of hours before morning, if I'm lucky. But as I say, I wake up even more tired than when I went to bed.
Ah, so it's a vicious circle. Do you drink alcohol at night?
No, dear. You might think me old-fashioned, but I don't really like drink.
No, that's okay. Alcohol at night can keep you awake. What about reading?
stops me from going mad. Mills and Boone.
Oh, all those racy tales of kidnapped women and forced love. I bet that keeps the brain ticking.
And that's about all it does these days, love.
Come in. Take a seat. Not more problems with your back, I hope.
No, that's all fine now. Touch wood.
Good. So, what's the problem?
I want some advice.
Okay.
I'm a bit concerned. It's, well, I haven't had my periods for well over 3 months now. I think I might be going through an early menopause.
A bit unusual at your age.
I know, but it's the only thing it can be. Oh, I really hope it isn't. I need you to tell me that I can still have babies.
Well, the menopause is very unlikely.
It's possible, though, isn't it?
Yes, but let's not worry unnecessarily. You haven't had a diagnosis somewhere else, have you?
Oh, no. I came straight to you. But I did read up about it, check the symptoms.
Well, there can be any number of reasons. Psychogenic, emotional. I mean, that car accident was pretty traumatic, wasn't it?
No, I dealt with that a long time ago. Besides, I was having my periods well after the accident.
Well, it could be dietary, thyroids, excessive exercise. Anyway, no need to panic just yet. Look, roll your sleeve up. Have a look at your blood pressure, eh?
All right, Nan. Sorted her out, has she?
Oh, I hope so.
Of course she has. Best doctors in the Midlands here. Not to mention the nurses and receptionists.
Come on. Save your flannel for your own patients.
Take care, Enid.
Oh, I will.
Here's the blood glucose meter you wanted.
Thanks, Ruth. Saves me a trip back. I'll replace it for you tomorrow.
No rush.
No, I'll put it back tomorrow. Say about lunch.
Bye then.
Bye.
Bye.
Well, you seem to get on very well with him, I must say.
I'm a happily married woman.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't be the first.
Oh, he's just a professional colleague. And anyway, it's not me he's interested in.
Oh, yeah?
Do you really think he wanted to borrow that meter? And I saw you looking at him.
Rubbish! Rubbish!
If your eyes were any bigger, you'd be a bush baby.
It's just nice to see someone looking after the nan.
Hi, Dr. Powers. It's DC Dench here. A young woman's been brought in. She was found earlier in a church in a very confused state. Could you please come over to St. Philip's?
Yeah, of course. Have they given her any other medication? Right, that's good. OK, I'm on my way. Bye.
Yes, Mrs. Jones, we've got you down for 10 o'clock. Yes, with Dr. Maguire. Yes, I know, but you really don't have to keep checking. All right, bye-bye.
Joe, you know I'm on call with the police this morning.
Oh, yeah, what time are you back?
Lunchtime, hopefully.
OK.
I'd best get back to work.
Oh, thanks, love.
Do you want to pick up that prescription for you?
No, I'll nip down there myself. I don't want to give you any trouble.
Rubbish. You're just going to have a nice lie down on the sofa. See if you can catch 40 winks, eh?
I could do with them. Head on.
Oh, hi. Thanks for waiting.
Didn't think you could get the results this quick.
Well, not all of them, but some we can do right here.
What's the verdict, then?
Well, it's not early menopause. You're pregnant.
Pregnant.
Yep.
But I can't be.
Look, I'm sorry if it's a bit of a shock.
No, you don't understand. I can't be pregnant. I haven't had sex.
Well, not recently, maybe.
I haven't had sex for over a year. You understand what I need to do if you want to proceed.
It's OK.
This will be upsetting, but it is necessary.
I understand.
And if you remember any details, do let us know. No matter what, it could be significant.
I can only remember pieces. Sounds and colours, breath, and barbed wire. Handcuffs of barbed wire, I think. Just because I don't remember doesn't mean I wasn't raped.
But if you can't remember anything, what makes you so sure it happened?
You hear stories, don't you, about amputees. They've had a leg cut off, but they can still feel it. There's nothing to show, no sign of it, but they can still feel it. I know I was raped. You might not see any sign of it, but I can still feel it. I can still smell it. I can still feel his hot breath in my ear, his hands holding me down. I don't think I remember, but I know I was raped. So you do whatever you have to find him.
The scans and the blood test tomorrow will confirm, but the chances of the urine test being wrong are well over 100 to 1.
Well, I'm sorry to say, Doctor, but I can assure you I haven't had sex. And short of divine intervention, which I think you'll agree with me is unlikely, I'd say I was one of those 100 to 1 cases.
Anything?
I'm afraid I can find no signs of an attack. No physical trauma, no bruising, nothing. But you probably know that better than I do, that that's usually the case. But my instincts on that examination was nothing at all.
I see.
But she is very distressed, though. And I am concerned about her memory loss and her confusion. I've taken some samples. I suggest you get them off to toxicology for testing.
Fine, and we'll wait for the results.
I'm just covering all possibilities. Her memory loss could be delusional, though. Hallucinogenic.
You're thinking ecstasy, LSD.
Bright lights, sounds, colours. It wouldn't be the first time.
A bad trip.
Toxicology will let us know.
She just seemed extremely traumatised.
Trust me, 12 hours on bad acid, you don't want to go there.
Oh yeah? Anything you want to tell me?
No, officer. I was a student in the 80s, not the 70s. Yeah, that's okay. If you could send those as soon as possible. No, Wednesday's no good. I want them tomorrow, please. Yeah, that's great. Thank you.
Sorry to trouble you at work.
What's up?
Large traces of benzodiazepam.
So we could be looking at a drug rape.
Exactly.
Well, at least it's a start.
Not much.
That's true. You can get it on prescription at any chemist.
So how are the Dawson triplets?
Alive and kicking. The way that woman's going, she'll be able to supply Villa's junior squad in 5 years.
They need all the help they can get.
Oh, well, my legs are killing me. If my car's not back by afternoon visit, someone's going to suffer.
Do us a couple more coffees, mate, will you?
Yeah, sure. You got the old bill in? You've been doing something naughty?
The chance would be a fine thing. No, it's this case I'm working on. A woman claims she's been raped, but she can't remember a thing about it.
That's terrible.
Yeah, they found levels of benzodiazepam in her blood. It looks like it might be a drug rape. What?
Huh.
Dr. Maguire?
Hi, Jane. I telephoned. Your flatmate said you were here.
I do the flowers, you know, now and again.
Beautiful.
What's up?
We need to talk. Sit down. The blood test is positive. You are pregnant.
I don't understand.
I know.
It's not possible.
Look, you don't remember any one-night stands? Well, a party, perhaps. You know, too much to drink.
I don't drink. And don't you think I might remember if I'd had sex? Oh, what do you take me for?
Well, Jane, this isn't easy. One of my colleagues is a police surgeon. The police are concerned that someone with access to controllable drugs is using them to sedate and take advantage of women. The drug has very powerful sedative and amnesiac qualities.
What are you saying?
It means you lose memory of events.
Are you saying someone's had sex with me and I don't remember it?
It is possible.
You're saying I've been raped?
I'm saying it's possible.
I can't believe this.
I'm really sorry.
What else do we know?
Well, that Jane Stanley was on medication when she would have conceived.
What for?
Severe spinal injuries. She was knocked off a bike. Laid up for months.
What kind of medication?
Oh, we need to look at Ruth's notes for that.
Jane Stanley's here.
Could you ask Ruth to pop in first, please?
Yeah.
So, when was she back on her feet and fully mobile again?
About 2 months ago.
About the same time she became pregnant?
We can't be accurate until we get the scan. Ruth, you were visiting Jane Stanley a few months back, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Was there mention of any boyfriend?
No, none at all. We were pretty friendly.
No one-night stands, nothing like that?
Well, I really wouldn't know. I doubt it. She could barely walk at the time.
What sort of medication was she on?
Just painkillers.
She wasn't depressed?
No, quite the contrary, considering the circumstances.
Ruth, could you ask Miss Stanley to come in now, please?
Sure.
Cheers. This is PC Warrington, DC Dench, and Dr. Caroline Powers.
Hi.
I'm sorry. I know this is very traumatic for you, but if you're up to it, I'd like to ask you some questions.
It's why I'm here. But I don't know anything.
We need to find out who's done this to you.
And there are some other things you need to think about.
What do you mean?
Look, perhaps now is not the right time. Can we talk about this later?
You mean about the baby, don't you? What am I going to do about the baby?
Do you know what I'd be thinking if that were me?
Sad thing is, she was desperate to have a baby.
Well, I hope they catch the sick pervert.
Any chance of it?
Well, she can't remember anything about it.
What's all this?
I just wanted to say sorry. What I was saying earlier, you know, about your nurse's outfit and...
It's all right, I'm used to it. You wear the uniform, you learn to deal with the comments. You have to.
Well, I'm sorry. I didn't mean anything by it. I think your nurses do a great job.
Well, thanks for these.
Truth is, I don't mean to say things like that. It's just, I don't really know what to say to women, you know, if I like them.
Just be polite. Just be honest. Women much prefer that than all this flim-flammery sweet chat, you know.
I don't suppose I could buy you dinner sometime.
I'm afraid I'm married, but thanks for these. Thanks for asking.
Right, Mrs. Jones, we shall see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Although your ankle does seem a lot better, mind you. Mutton dressed as cow, that one.
About time, too. Don't you people keep proper records? It's a simple enough question. Which nurse from your agency was looking after Jane Stanley on those dates?
She gone.
Oh. I see. Thank you.
Problems?
Or maybe around the time Jane Stanley would have fallen pregnant, I was on holiday. My visits were being covered by another nurse. Remind me what condition that medication is given for again?
It's a sedative. So, sleeping disorders, insomnia?
That's what I thought. I think there's something you ought to know.
I'm a diabetic, so I have to be very careful that I have a supply of insulin. So I remember picking it up very clearly. After that, I don't know, it's all a bit hazy.
Look, I'm sorry to disturb you, but I've just been talking to a colleague of mine, Dr. Maguire. Lindsay, when you were first diagnosed with diabetes, did a district nurse visit you?
Yes. Why?
Hello, Jonathan. Come in, I've been expecting you. The kettle's on.
Thanks.
Did he say anything at all this morning to suggest where he might be?
It was good of you to bring that round. The glucometer.
Not at all. It's my job, isn't it?
Yeah, it's your afternoon off, though.
District nurses are like guardian angels. We're always on call.
Well, I'm very grateful.
Don't be. I can't think of a more delightful way to spend my afternoon off.
For that, I think you deserve a treat.
Oh, yes.
How about a nice slice of cake?
Hang on, detective. I think I might have something for you.
Yes?
Jonathan borrowed a blood glucose meter from me earlier. Perhaps he's seeing one of his diabetic patients.
Thanks, we'll start with them.
I'll come with you.
Yeah, get in.
This is delicious. Your own recipe?
Yeah. Mine and the supermarkets.
Any chance of another slice?
Why not? It's a thing of the past for me now.
I know it's tough. Diabetes. But we'll get you through it, I promise.
Thanks.
A few more to go.
Here you go.
Thanks. You're spoiling me.
Rubbish. I could never do enough to make up for how you've helped me.
I'm sure we could think of something.
Makes my blood run cold.
I know.
I mean, I really fancied Jonathan. Suppose he'd asked me out on a date?
You didn't go out for a drink with him, did you?
No. No, I did not. Oh, what a horrible thought. Ruth, you haven't, have you?
I am a happily married woman, as you know.
Yeah, just as well.
I tell you one thing, the agency that hired Jonathan is going to get closed down because of this.
Do you reckon?
Yeah. It's not the first time they haven't checked out somebody properly. And why? Because they're not interested in patient safety and welfare. That's why. They're only interested in making money. Well, this is going to cost them dear.
Yeah, good.
Sorry. I don't know what's come over me.
It's to be expected. Diabetes can make you very tired.
Oh dear.
Come on. Why don't we lie down on the sofa? Here. Let's get you nice and comfy. It's okay, she's diabetic, she's having an episode. There's just paracetamol in there.
Send them for testing.
It's your decision, of course.
They think I'll have an abortion.
No one would blame you.
Maybe I would. I've wanted a baby for so long now, Dr. Maguire. You've no idea. I thought my time was running out.
I know.
But now this, in this way, it's so senseless. I really like Jonathan.
Yeah, well, we all did. It was very convincing.
No, I meant I really liked him. Fancied him. He could... Well, he didn't have to do what he did.
No, well, he probably knew that. With people like him, it's not about sex, it's about power and hate. He's a sick man. So have you made a decision about the baby?
What was it someone once said about all those women in Bosnia that were raped and wanted abortions? He said the babies were gifts from God, didn't he?
He did, yes.
Well, this is God's gift. God's gift to me. I'm going to keep it.